Hello and welcome to ARIRANG News Break on this Friday, April 15th. I'm Han-daeun in Seoul. Our top story this afternoon, North Korea attempted to test fire a ballistic missile off its east coast this morning, but failed. It's thought the regime wanted to mark the birthday of its revered founder, Kim Il-sung. For more, we connect to our Kim Hyun-bin at Seoul's Defense Ministry. Hyun-bin, what's the latest?
Good afternoon, Thailand. Officials at the ministry say the missile North Korea tried to launch is presumed to be a Mustan ballistic missile, also known as a BM-25. Now, the launch took place around 5:30 South Korea time from the country's missile testing site near the East Sea. Now, officials say that it had detected the missile briefly before disappearing and added that the missile most likely exploded in midair. Now, the Pentagon has also confirmed the failed launch. It said a strategic command detected and tracked the missile, but stressed the action did not pose any threat to North America. Now, South Korea said earlier this week that it has spotted a mobile launcher carrying one or two Mustan ballistic missiles to Wonsan. Now, this, however, marks the first time North Korea has attempted to launch the Mustan. The missile is thought to have a range of 3,000 kilometers, putting Japan and the U.S. territory of Guam within its range. And experts have suggested North Korea could launch a missile today to mark the birthday of Kim Il-sung, the regime's founder. And April 15th is celebrated every year in North Korea and is called the Day of the Sun. Despite the failure, experts say North Korea might make another attempt to test fire its intercontinental ballistic missile, the KN-08, early next month before Pyongyang hosts its first Workers' Party Congress in more than 3.5 decades. Now, the KN-08 has an even greater range, up to 12,000 kilometers, putting most of the United States in its reach. And that's what I have for now. I have more updates in the later newscast. Back to you.
Thank you, Hyun-bin, for that. Keep us posted. A powerful earthquake rocked the southern part of Japan late Thursday, bringing down buildings and leaving at least 9 people dead and hundreds injured. Search operations are ongoing for survivors who might be trapped under rubble. Park Jong-ung has the details.
Dramatic footage shows the aftermath of the quake that measured 6.5 on the Richter scale and the highest 7 on the Japanese earthquake intensity scale. The tremor jolted Kumamoto at around 9:26 p.m. local time Thursday and was the strongest since the magnitude 9 earthquake in March 2011 that led to the Fukushima nuclear meltdown. As of Friday morning, at least 9 had been confirmed dead, with more than 760 injured, including 53 in critical condition. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe told reporters that the highest priority is the safety of the residents and that every effort is being made on search and rescue operations. Crews have been working overnight to save people who might be trapped under rubble, but scores of aftershocks have been rattling the area, hampering those efforts. The largest one shortly after midnight was measured at a preliminary magnitude of 6.4. Authorities say around 20 homes crumbled during the earthquake. Thousands of homes remain without power and gas supplies have been cut off to prevent further damage. Authorities say there's no risk to nuclear reactors as most of Japan's reactors remain offline following the Fukushima disaster in 2011. Japan's meteorological agency said there was no tsunami risk and currently no tsunami warnings are in effect. But they advise caution, saying that aftershocks are expected to persist for about a week. Park Jong-hong, ARIRANG News.
And back here at home, following a heavy defeat in Wednesday's general election, the Saenuri Party is now on an emergency footing until it decides the best way to bounce back from the loss. The Liberal parties, which performed well, are looking to the future by dissolving their election committees. Ji Myung-gil has more.
Following the resignation of its leader Kim Il-sung on Thursday, the Saenuri Party is running under an emergency leadership committee with floor leader Won Yu-chul acting as interim chief. Interim leader Won said it was important for the ruling party to manage good terms with the opposition parties in order to pass important bills pushed by the current administration. The committee has agreed to accept any of the 7 elected independents who wish to return to the party after a pre-election nomination row. If the independent candidates returned, the party would recover its status as largest negotiating group in the National Assembly. It would, however, still be far short of an actual majority. On the other side of the aisle, the Minju Party of Korea and the People's Party disbanded their respective campaign committees on Friday. The two parties said the election outcome was a judgment on the policy failures of the current administration. With the 20th National Assembly officially launching next month, the three parties will be vying for the various important posts, including Assembly Speaker and Chairman for the 16 parliamentary committees. Kim Young-kit, ARIRANG News.
South Korea and Norway have agreed to boost economic cooperation and upgrade their relations, holding summit talks at the presidential office of Cheongwade on Friday. President Park Geun-hye and Norwegian Prime Minister Erna Solberg agreed on ways to diversify trade items and boost investment between the two countries. Seoul and Oslo will also expand cooperation in the shipbuilding and maritime sectors, areas which account for a significant slice of both countries' exports. The two will also launch collaborative research into eco-friendly energy and look into establishing a seaway in the Arctic. Korea's job growth showed signs of picking up pace last month, with the number of new jobs added from a year ago coming in at 300,000. That puts the total number of employed at around 26 million. Statistics Korea says the rise came from the manufacturing and welfare-related service sectors. Job growth had been slowing for the previous 2 months. The youth unemployment rate, however, rose 1.1 percentage points in March from a year earlier to 11.8%. This marks a record high figure for the month of March. The agency attributes the higher youth jobless rate to a rise in the number of the young people attempting to enter into the job market. And that does it for now. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to ARIRANG for more news throughout the day.